Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me and welcome back to some more mini makes as crafty inspiration. So today we're making these. I'm calling them layered tags. I think when I made them originally I called them teeny tags, which is kind of the idea, but we are adding to it today to make layered tags. And the original idea, I believe, was inspired by Shabby Dabby Doodah, if I do remember correctly. But of course we are putting our own spins on them today. So these are what we're making. And of course, if you're following along with my videos at the moment, then you'll find all of the links to the papers that I'm using are down below. And currently there is a cheeky discount. So if you want to make them exactly as you see, then you'll find everything there. But of course, you can use any papers you've got. So I hope that you will come along, see how these are made, and I hope you enjoy the video. So for this one, I've got a few things prepared already. So I've decided to have music sheet as my background because these images here have little birds on. So I thought, you know, bird and bird song and bird music, that sort of thing. These tags here, I made them from, if you're following along and you've got the kit, they're from the sheets that have these sort of strip things on. And I just cut the one with birds into two tags. So I've got that bird there and that one there. I've inked around everything already. So for this one, I'm using this image from the kit, it was a sort of a longer image, and I just folded it in half so that I can have sort of like this double-sided, you can decide which way round you're going to have it sort of thing. That was the idea behind that. So I'm going to be lazy as and put all of these on there exactly where I want them. So I've got them layered so I can see they're all even. I'm getting it roughly in the middle there, and I'm just going to punch a small hole through all of these at once. So I'm going back there. Just using the small hole on my crocodile. And then we are going to attach these to a bulb pin. And of course you can add, you know, charms and buttons and different things. On this one, I don't feel like it needs it necessarily, but I am going to add this pretty butterfly. And these are a nice, simple, quick one. So if you just want a little bit of something today, this is a good one for you to get involved with. There we go, just to pop that up. I'm just making sure that those wings have a little bit of a chance to fly. As I said, if you did want to add like a button or something, but I didn't feel like this one necessarily needed it. So I'm just going to put that to one side for now whilst I work on the other one. So again, I've got some music sheet, a bird tag, and for this one I've gone with this sort of label thing. So I'm just going to punch that one separately. Like so, and then these two I'll do together. So again, I'm just getting them so I've got a nice even border. We want to see each of the different patterns and things. So of course you can use any papers to make these. The only thing I would say is because you can see, you know, each of the layers, you just want to choose things that go nicely together. They mix and match, contrast, complement each other, you know, whatever your style might look like. So for this one, I'm going to go with this nice purple button. So I'm just going to slip that onto the bulb pin and then slip this through the different layers. If you haven't got the kit yet, then you'll find everything linked below in case you want to follow along exactly. That's that one. And then I want another butterfly because I can't resist having all the butterflies. So again, just put some glue in the middle there. Whoops. And you are going about there. The great thing about this is, of course, you can write on all of these things. I haven't backed the music sheet yet, I'll do that later. I just quickly cut it to a tag shape so you can sort of see the idea today. There we go. And that's that one. Just put that butterfly down a little bit more. There we go. There we are. And of course from here you can add more to them if you feel like they need it, whatever you decide to do. For my ones, because there's a little bit of a gap here, I'm going to bring in, so these are some little threads torn from some gauze or cheesecloth, you know, the type of stuff that you get in a first aid kit. And when you tear it down, you can create this sort of like netting type look. So I'm just going to pop some fabric glue there. So we've got this little scrappy, shabby look going on, and you'll see exactly why I'm doing this in a second. And then I'm going to take one of the nature words, spring showers on this one. So I'm just going to bring that up so I can make sure I'm getting it where I want it. Going to do the same on this one as well. I've gone with wild winds for this phrase, so just get that into where I want it to be. Takes a little bit of faffing when you work with materials like this, you know, just to get them where you want them, looking natural but placed at the same time. It's yeah, it's one of those weird things that we crafters have to do sometimes. I'm not using tons of glue because it doesn't need it. This word being glued on top will keep a lot of it in place anyway. And I'm trying my hardest not to push down too much because I do want there to be sort of a little bit of a 3D look. And then, as I mentioned, if you want to just faff with your threads a little bit, you can, and just, you know, chop into any bits that you don't want hanging off or etc. Have a little bit of a play with it. There we go. And of course the little secret surprise that we know is there is when we lift this off, the little bird now looks like he's kind of in a nest-like situation going on. Very, very abstract, but he's there. And we know the secret surprise is there, but others don't know until they lift off the different tags to look at them and, you know, write on them and stuff. So, you know, with this one, as I said, this one has the picture on the back because the idea is that you could take it off the bulb pin and, you know, turn it around and decide, this month I want pink and red. This month I want blue and pink, you know, that sort of thing. But again, there he is in his little nest. A little secret surprise for us. And, you know, of course there is more that you could do with them. You know, you could stencil on the back here. You could add another secret surprise here if you wanted. You could stencil on the backs of the tags, all that sort of stuff. And then of course you have all these little tags that you can write on. And then of course once we've backed the music sheet or book page, whatever it is you're using at the back there, once you've backed that onto some card, you'll have another piece that you could write on the back there as well. And of course back here you could have little secret notes or messages, something to find at the back. So it's up to you what you decide to pop there, but that is today's idea. Layered tags, we're calling them. I think when I made them originally I called them teeny tags. But yeah, these are layered tags, and the idea is there's a little secret surprise somewhere in there. And of course you can see all the different layers. And how you would use these, well, they are tags, so they're for writing on. You could put them into pockets, but I actually think they're probably best hanging from your page with the bulb pin. So if I have a pretend journal page somewhere, let me just grab something. Here we go. So let's pretend this is my journal page. You could have a hole through the journal page there and just have them hanging off, or at the top there rather, or maybe in the, whoops, maybe in the middle. And so again, you know, it's a nice thing that you can look at when you're going through your journal and stuff, and then you could just hook it off when you want to write on them. Of course you could just put them into a pocket, but because we've added the fabric and little bits down here, I imagine you would need a gusseted pocket, you know, slightly deeper, bigger pocket or something. But Don't they look lovely? So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed seeing those come together. And if you are following along with my little retreat here, then I hope you'll join me for the next video, which should be appearing on screen for you now. Thanks so much then, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye for now.